for years, I've been chasing this happiness. It was always here, it was always here, it was always back there, but it was never here. And this was something that I really struggled with. And because I wasn't able to hold on to it for long or grasp onto it nice and tightly, I felt like I was a failure. I felt like I was just destined or doomed almost to just be depressed or anxious. And there was just something wrong with me. There was something missing, and I wasn't able to crack the code of happiness. I just end up feeling worse than I started in the beginning. And when I say beginning, I would say like when I was getting little bits of happiness here and there with going to places, experiencing the things, eating the food, those little hits of happiness is what I'm talking about. But I was in a place where I wanted to just feel it all the time. And why wasn't I feeling it all the time? Like, am I just not grateful for what I'm experiencing? What's happening, you know? And I'm here to share with you some ideas or some tips as to how you can hop off and let happiness come in every now and then, almost as if it's just like a visitor rather than somebody that should be with you all the time. There was a time when I just shut everything and everyone out to kind of like just better understand like where I was currently, who I was without any kind of influence. And that time was extremely valuable. And but within that time, I did also realize that I was starting to kind of just judge everything because I was kind of terrified. I was terrified of fake. I was terrified of inauthenticity. And because I was looking for a deeper meaning of life and every experience, I therefore was cutting myself off from experiencing a deeper sense of happiness. And it's just very interesting to like think that during that journey that I was able to experience that I was cutting myself off from happiness, but I was reaching, I was like almost begging for these feelings of just like a warm blanket. I was hoping for to wake up and just to feel like sounds so cheesy, but like a cheerleader. I was judging myself. I was comparing myself to others and what happiness looked like to them. And I had like this idea. It's just of it was a collection of what I had seen in the movies, in the magazines, around me, what was being displayed on social media, online. And I was just like, well, I don't have that. So I'm screwed. I don't know. I just don't know. Is there something wrong with me? I just felt so detached. That's how it felt. I was here, everyone else was here. Happiness was not here at all. And so I'm just here to share with you if you may be feeling like it's like what's wrong with me, you know, I've got the roof over my head, I've got food in the fridge, I'm healthy, my family, my kids, they're healthy and they seem happy. Why aren't I? Is there something wrong? And I'm just here to tell you, you're not crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just taking the time to understand like happiness looks different for everyone. And it is almost like a visitor and it comes every now and then. It's almost like when you go outside and there's like a really pretty butterfly flying by and you take the time, well, I take the time, but if you do, it's cool. If you see it flying by and you're watching it and just in awe of like the vibrant colors and how the sun is just hitting her wings just right. And you just think like, gosh, like how free this creature is and how beautiful it is. And you're having this moment with this butterfly. Happiness is very similar in a sense of when it's there, take the time to relish in it, dance with it, sing with it, and just like wrap yourself up in it and just and admire it for the when it's here and when it's right in front of you and when it's flying by and it's gone now. It doesn't mean that you can't be happy. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It's just, it's taking a break or she's gone to get something to eat or just, Make it fun. Make this playful. If you're going to continue to judge yourself with, why aren't I, or how could I, it just starts to become so heavy, and it just makes us kind of like bitter, and just shake it off. Shake it off. My biggest takeaway for chasing happiness, and when you chase happiness, you just don't feel good. It doesn't feel good, and you feel like there's something wrong. You feel like, is there any point? And I'm here to tell you that hell yeah, there is a point, and you will find it, and it's not there to stay. And enjoy when it does come. But when you take that pressure off of, oh, I have to be happy, I have to look happy, I have to act happy. When you take that pressure off and all that extra drama, it comes in different ways. And then you just feel like giddy. You feel giddy, and then you feel like bubbly. And it's like almost like when you were younger. It feels a little bit like when you were younger, but you're in a different body. That's the only way I can explain it. But yeah, my main takeaway is don't judge yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. Do your best to relish in it when it comes, but just allow.